story. Once upon a time. It's story time, guys. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lawanyolu Abusalami, and here we discuss faith, relationship, and lifestyle. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. And as you can see by the topic, it's hard story and also shameful. So as much as possible, please, I will encourage you and plead with you and beg. Okay, let me put it back in English. Please, my brothers, my sisters, my daddies and my mommies, my grandfather and everybody, all the ancestors online, please, just hold on, let us watch this video together and let us enjoy it and also learn. I really beg you and enjoy. I'm kneeling down again. I'm leaning down, I'll prostrate after the video. So please kindly subscribe, leave a comment, like, share with a friend. Don't be stingy. Just give a friend and say, you know what, I really learned something from this girl's video and I really want you to come on board. Please, thank you so much. So let us slide into the video. Some days ago, I was going out and I needed a ride, so I booked a lift and the driver came. And actually, the area I stay, most times the GPS is really misbehaving and most of the drivers really find it hard to navigate their way out. But you see this driver, he actually navigated his way out like seamlessly. And I was like, oh, like you really know your way around? And it was like, yes, he used to stay around the area and that was it. And then like we passed in front of a house and he exclaimed and it was like 26. And I was like, oh, someone who lives there or what? And it was like, that used to be his house. That house was really beautiful. Like, it was indeed beautiful. It is a beautiful house. So I asked him, oh, really? What happened? Why did you move? And all that. And he started his story. He said he got into a Nigerian scam. And I was like, whoa. Thank God this guy didn't ask me, where are you from? Because usually on my list, my name is spelled out full, Oluwabu Salami. And they have problems pronouncing my name. And for some reason, they usually ask, so where are you from? You're from Africa? Where in Africa are you from? Etc, etc. But thank God this man didn't even ask me where I was from. And I'm so grateful to God that didn't happen. And it was like, he got into a Nigerian scam and I was so curious and I was like, how? What happened? Because I usually say those who get scammed are the greedy ones. They tell you to come and buy Atlantic Ocean. What's it, Didi? You indeed, or what Didi? Ha! Invest your money to purchase Atlantic Ocean in Lagos. It sounds really stupid how people can be, but then again I just said, okay, so what happened? I was really interested in the story, and he started and it was like, he's a minister, so said he has a website where people call in for prayers and all that. He said, so this particular day somebody called him in the middle of the night and said he was tired of life, he wanted to commit suicide, he's suicidal and all that. And he said, okay, can I pray with you? And he said he stood with the guy on the phone all day long or all night long. It was with him on the phone, and he said that was how they bonded, and he kept checking up on the guy since he said he was suicidal and all that. And he said he didn't want to make the record public, so he said he just found it like, oh, let me keep checking up on this guy. And they kept talking constantly for 3 good months. He said after 3 months, he messaged him and told him that, oh, you know what, my son actually got killed in Iraq war. Now this story I'm telling you is 2014. It happened right back in 2014. And he said, like 2 weeks later, the guy called and said he has been complaining that since they lost their son, his wife has been really complaining. She has been behaving crazy and all that. That there was a motorbike they bought for the son, and that if he had come back, it should have been a gift. They bought it as a surprise gift for their son, who was in Iraq at the time. And he said the man told him that, but since the son died, whenever the wife saw the bike, she was paranoid and she almost lost her mind. And he said he really understood that and was like, okay, why not get rid of it? He said, well, he didn't just want to get rid of it and just put it up for sale or whatever. That he feels that, you know, he should just sow it into his ministry. That he doesn't want the money back, and he doesn't want anything to do with the bike. And said, it was like, oh, why not? You know, it's good, you know, we could use some of the money to finance the ministry, you know, get more tracks and, you know, upload stuff on the website, reach more people. And, you know, the man was just really happy about what the money is going to do to advance the kingdom of God. And he didn't know that that was the beginning of his problem. He later told me that, I'm trying to fast track this story as much as possible because that ride was really a long one, but short because the story was really captivating and inspiring, and educative because I learned a few things from the story, and I really want you to learn too from the story. So moving on, you know, he said that, so the guy called him a week later and said, you know, because he had spent money to do memorial for his son and do some things for his son, he was really broke. So if he could send him some money for shipping, and he was like, okay, how much? And he said $400 would do, and he sent him the $400. That's the least he could do, at least. He said he noticed that when he sent the money, you know, like he got 2 deductions, and said he was going to call his service provider. He said, but later that evening, the guy later called him and said, oh, I realized that you sent me $400 2 times. He said, oh, he was just going to complain to the bank by money. And the guy was like, oh, don't worry about that. You know what? Let me make a reversal. Let me send it back to you. Send me your account details. Send me everything so that I can forward the money back to you. And the guy sent back the $400 to him. 2 days later, he realized that $30,000 was deposited into his account. And he was wondering, like, where did this money come from? Only for him to realize that it was from the same guy. It was from the same details that sent back the $400 to him. And he called the guy that, I don't know what is happening here, but you have a huge money sent into my account, $30,000. I was expecting some money from my son's benefits, and maybe mistakenly out of frustration, I put down your details instead, that it was going to take out the money and all. And then he said, okay, no problem. He woke up the next morning only for him to see his account as 0, 0, 0, 0. Like everything was cleared. He said he had $72,000 and counting in his account, plus the $30,000 that they sent, you know, and everything he had in his account was already cleared out. He headed to the bank. They told him that, okay, they will look into it. He said he should come back home. He got home and he was being arrested by the police.